Okay, I'm about to make biscuits. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 3 cups of flour to my bowl. Two cups. Three cups of flour to my bowl. Then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. Three tablespoons of sugar. Then I'm going to add 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt. No, I'm sorry, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Yeah, 1/2 teaspoon. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Four teaspoons of baking powder. Then I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Then I'm just going to incorporate everything. I'm going to incorporate all my dry ingredients. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 12 tablespoons of cold butter. And I'm going to cut them up. I'm going to cut up 12 tablespoons of cold butter. this one stick is 8 tablespoons, and this is butter that I left this butter in the freezer overnight. So that's about 1.5 tablespoons of 1.5 sticks of butter. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to cut my butter up as finely as I can. As fine as possible, small as possible. And again, you want to leave this butter in the freezer overnight. Yep, I'm just cutting it up as small as I possibly can. Cutting the butter up as small as I can. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my butter and I'm gonna add it to my flour. Add all my butter to my flour. Then I'm going to take my pastry cutter and I'm going to incorporate all this into my flour with my pastry cutter. And I'm gonna cut it until use my pastry butter cutter to cut the butter down until it's like pea size, very small. Very small. Very small and well incorporated. See how small these are getting? See how small these are? Let me show you. That's what you want. Small as humanly possible. Okay, that's incorporated. So now what I want to do is I want to add one egg. To this mixture. One egg. And I want to break the yolk a little bit. Yeah, just break the yolk up a little bit like that. One egg. And 1 cup of whole milk. To this mixture. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna incorporate everything. Incorporate my milk and eggs into the mixture. Okay, so now I want to start doing this by hand. Form the dough by hand. I'm gonna work the dough until it cleans the side of the plate, or until it cleans the side of the bowl. Okay, now that's your dough. So now what I want to do is I want to take my dough, apply a little bit of flour to my surface, into my dough, then I'm going to roll it out. And you should see chunks of butter in it. That's what you want. You want to see chunks of butter in the biscuits. Roll my biscuit out. That's fine. Then I'm gonna take my small glass and I'm gonna cut out my biscuits. Then I'm going to take my biscuits and I'm going to put them on my baking pan, or my baking sheet. And I'm going to put these in the oven. Yep, these are my biscuits, and I'm going to put these in the oven that's been preheated to 400 degrees, 450, for about 15 minutes. And that's your biscuits.